Like, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we could just add 2 lands and play it like that. See if that's good enough. In the meantime, howdy hey, and welcome to everybody out there in the big old world of the internet. We are back, and Friday night feels all right for streaming as usual. I am back with one of my favorite of all-time decks. It is 4-color iceBURG control in Modern. We're playing Urian, the Sky Nomad, as our companion, who requires us to have an 80-card deck, which is just super because I want more of my favorite cards in my deck. We're playing 4 Wrenn and Six, we're playing 3 Assassin's Trophy, we're playing 4 Ice-Fang Coatls, 4 Uros, 3 Jace the Mind Sculptor. This thing is just all the things that I love in the Modern format, all mushed up into one deck together. We got Arcum's Astrolabe and Abundant Growth to combo with our Urian to draw us some extra cards. We've got some Field of Ruins in the land base so that we can attack non-basic land bases like Tron and otherwise, especially with our 4 Wrenn and 6. It could be a devastating duo. We've got some Fatal Pushes and Lightning Bolts to deal with the super aggressive decks, as well as some Dead of Winters, which can deal with things like E-Tron, some Snapcaster Mages, and so generally this is just like upper mid-range control deck. One of my favorite archetypes in all of Magic the Gathering. Just a slow-rolling, chunky mid-range deck or control deck, however you want to call it. We're going to hop into a league right now. I 5-0'd with this during the very first week of this format. It was very, very briefly mentioned on an episode of the Arena Decklist podcast, as well as was featured on Versus Live. So, played by the Corey Baumeister. So, we're going to see if this is still something that is worth doing in this format. One of the interesting things will be to see in what percentage of games we would feel like we want some main deck graveyard hate, something along the lines of Soul Guide, Lantern, or otherwise, and just how good the rest of the deck feels in general. I certainly have a bit of a wrong half problem against some of the decks in the metagame. And over the last 24 hours, I've run into a remarkably tiny number of the Lurrus Black-Red decks. I don't know what's preying on them, but it feels like something must be. All right, winning the die roll. This is where we want to be. Reveal my wet noodle. Blanc. Hand is rocking. Let's go. Let's go. Opponent has no companion, so hopefully not a combo. Our hand is reasonable against some combo decks, so we got turn 2 Wrenn and 6. We got turn 3 Uro with infinite land wraps. Green. Omelet. Man, this Field of Ruin is looking pretty good. Word Doctor. We might have a little bit of magic coming up in front of us. Fetch land plus Wrenn and 6. This game's over. You know it, dog. You know what I love? You know what I'm addicted to? I've been addicted for years. Value. Value. All right, let's see a Karoo. Karoo and nothing. Value. Oh, Valakut. That thing is real dead. Unless they play a Karoo here. A Karoo is an homage to the original come into play tapped land cycle from Mirage or Visions. The white one of which was called Karoo. Whoa! Opponent, Amelie, need you to slow the flip down. That was obnoxious. This might be too much for us to handle. We'll see. They do definitely have the forest in hand. Hopefully our Field of Ruin is going to diffuse their unstoppable. Well, that's just a tremendous pain in the ass, isn't it? Do I have a way to put any other card into my graveyard to rescue my Field of Ruin? What is up, Larynx Punchworthy? I know this is one of your favorite decks. Well, we are back with it. No, I think we have to lose our Field of Ruin here. I guess if they don't play it 100% technically correctly, we'll get a little bit lucky. So let's see if they're really on the ball with this Relic of Progenitus. I'm not going to assume that they're not. They are. We'll lose the field there. Okay. So our easy victory, perhaps not so easy. We do have a somewhat nice upside of, we have Wrenn and Six plus a lightning bolt. So that will be able to kill a Dryad of the Elysian Grove if one should rear its pantsless head. And while there was a consideration perhaps for attacking their Valakut with that Field of Ruin, I think going after their land that taps 2 mana is just way too important in this situation. Of course, if they have a come into play tapped thingamajig now, they could have enough for a Titan here. That one's not going to do it, but they do have up to 4 mana here, so we could definitely see some... Another relic, goodness gracious. Well, another relic and a nothing. Well, we're going to get one of the relics out of there, off the board here. Yeah, this hand is doing a lot of nothing, huh? All right, let us play a fetch land, then play Uro. So they're going to have to crack a relic in order to get our Uro here, right? Nope, no, they won't. That's okay. We've got a backup one. Ooh, another field. Okay, that's really good. But I already made my land drop this turn, so I can't get the field going yet. So let's put in the island, because now I've got 3. Buy Uro. Frickin' the Uro trash. Oh, I missed my Wrenn and Six tick up. That might be really significant in this matchup. All right, it's cool. It's cool. We're not 100% clued in. We're not firing on all cylinders yet. It's going to be all right. Everything's going to be fine. Probably. Maybe. Definitely not. No Titan. Titanless. You have a complete and utter lack of Titan, or the mana in which to cast a Titan. One of these things is missing. Possibly. Ooh, okay. Stop it. Stop. Put it down. Holy crap. That's terrifying. Excuse me, can I get an engineered explosives over here? I would really appreciate it. An engineered explosives. No, I was thinking that if I could have an engineered explosives, it would be really nice. Oh god. Okay, that's 6 mana. Savage beating. Thanks, Roy. Always know whose team you're on. Yeah. They bounce the Gruul Turf. Good lord. So they're just going to kill us this turn? Maybe. A little bit of wrong half problem happening over here. They have the Cavern too. Well, that's just completely disgusting. All I need to see is the haste land. We're dead here if they have it. Nothing we did mattered. I mean, it could have. If we had been able to recur that Field of Ruin earlier, we would have been okay. But they had a freaking Relic of Progenitus in the main deck, which obviously is for beating up on the Lurrus decks, and then, like, in a very minor way, useful against the Orion decks. But yeah, I mean, what? Oh, they got Field and Battlement. What? Oh, they've got a floating red. Okay, yeah, we're just dead. Cool. Okay. It's cool. Our sideboard is reasonably well set up for this matchup. So, Bolt's out. Ashiok's in. Aether Gust's in. Force of Negation's out. And I think we're good. Dead of Winter is pretty reasonable to keep. It's good against when they get a Titan going with some zombies. You can just keep wiping them. I actually had a match where I put all 4 of an Amulet Titans into their graveyard with this deck. Just by countering them or killing them. Yeah, it was hilarious. The number of times they just like top decked Titans was completely gross too. We're keeping this one. It's got Wrenn and Six and fetch lands, so we're gonna keep this and do a little prey. Oh, this deck could actually use 2 Triomes. I think we should try a Zagoth Triome and a Ketria Triome. So that is a note for future me. Go Steam Vents here. Into Breeding Pool. Yeah. And hopefully they don't have a busted in half hand again, which they probably will, because they got to keep their 7 and then they lead on Amulet. So their hand is probably completely obscene again. Some of the concessions that this deck has made to playing against the... Okay. To playing against decks like the Lurrus deck is having more main deck removal than we would otherwise have, and a bunch of sort of dirtily cards. And yikes. Yeah, I don't want to sack that yet, so... Okay. But the point I was making is we're not playing as many Archmage's Charms or even Archmage's Charms or even Cryptic Commands as we could otherwise be. They cannot possibly be light on land here already. I don't believe you. Good lord. Yeah, sure. Okay. How many clues you got? Just one? No, of course 2. Actually not going to block here. Because with the other Ice-Fang Coatl, we have Death Touch next turn on both. So we'll just let our Wrenn and Six get hit for 2 here. And if we need to draw something, or we need to deal with... Goodness gracious. We need to deal with something that they've got going on, but that's not going to do it. First thing, let's play Abundant Growth, draw a card, see if we can hit some removal. That's probably going to be a little bit late. If I recur a land with Wrenn and Six, we're just going to have to discard at end step anyway. So we're just going to plus on nothing right here and pass the turn. Might be a quick round 1. Titan just has 2 very strong draws. Game 1 where we didn't know what we were up against, so we kept a hand that didn't quite perform well enough, and Game 2 just not drawing into anything. Obviously, I could have mulliganed for interaction. Maybe that would be correct, but pretty happy with the hand I kept. My opponent's quote-unquote combo deck has fired off more effectively. Yep. Okay, so again, naturally drew the Cavern. So even if I did have counter magic I could play here, it would be irrelevant, unless it was Aether Gust, which gets to ignore the Cavern of Souls, which we don't have, so it's fine. And then they get to get Valakut here, so I wonder if they're going to target my Ice-Fang or if they're going to get haste. We have 3 mana open, so potentially we could kill this Titan, so we'll see what they choose here, but yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright. Easy peasy death. No 5-0 today. We are reasonably well set up against Titan. Maybe I should have mulliganed more aggressively, but they just completely ate us alive there. So, I mean, it is what it is. I've been absolutely housing them on the Turbo Chalice deck, so this is some comeuppance for slamming turn 1 Blood Moons on them. Thought we agreed there was no justice in this world. No, we never agreed on that. Okay, we're on the draw against a Urian deck. This hand is not good, but it's fine. We're going to keep it. So they're on the Scape Shift deck. We could just get run over with this hand, but we could also draw out of it pretty effectively. So most likely against the Scape Shift deck. That was a good pickup. They have a draw step stop. But why? Comeuppance. Comeuppance is what happens to other people, Roy. This is a no justice stream. We call our shots, win or lose. Really? Interesting. Okay. Growth Spiral or Ice-Fang? Ice-Fang. Okay. All yours, friend. Surprise Sneck has been acquired. That double Uro hand we had in the last match would have been so good against so many decks. But we just got tightened before it mattered in any way. Jeez. I don't actually know if I will ever get to playing Titan on this stream. The Relic. Yeah, the Relic was crazy. Like, that was such an incredible stroke of luck for them. Not that I want to get, you know, all crappy about my opponent being lucky there, but that was really, really, really messed up. Let's do that. Let's try to do this. What is up, Trip 6 KB? Are you KB in it real? I bet you are. I bet you are. Remand. Is it Charm? Well, that's just rude. We're back on my favorite archetype of all time, and it is not going well. But maybe we'll be okay against Teamer Pile. Teamer Black Pile versus Teamer Pile. Man, this would have been really nice with that Wrenn and Six I could have had. Oh. Let's play a fetch land. Why are you so convinced they're... No. What? No. Teamer Pile against Teamer Black Pile. Teamer Pile against Teamer Black Pile. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. I'm not convinced they're playing black. I'm convinced I'm playing black. Nobody's batting an eye here. Oh no, my opponent has a snow creature. My Dead of Winter is useless. They fetched an untapped land at end of turn, and then did nothing. Interesting. All right, I'll eat my 2-for-1. That's something. Okay, so we're going to fire back by bouncing their thing. And we have Force of Negation on their turn into Jace the Mind Sculptor plus Mystic Sanctuary, so should be in good shape here. Has that ever come up before? Has what ever come up before? Sorry, I'm not tracking. Oh, no, it hasn't. Not even a little bit. No, the fact that my opponent's playing snow creatures against my Dead of Winter's never come up. Although we really should be playing an Abominable Snowman in this deck. I mean, what am I doing with myself? Not playing Abominable Snowman. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. Although I guess I have to rework the 80-card version that would want to play Abominable Snowman, because I think this version probably would not. Okay. I want to play Mystic Sanctuary so that I can play Jace into Force of Negation this turn. The problem with that is it's with Urian too. I mean, barely. I don't know if that qualifies as sweet. Okay, we're going to play Mystic Sanctuary. We're not going to elect to use it. We're going to fire off a Cryptic at the end of their turn to bounce with their lands, and then we'll try to land this Jace on my turn. You can re-trigger your Abominable Snowman with Jace. Let's say that much. I don't know about calling it sweet, but it is functional. Boing. Get out of here, nerd. No more abundant growth for you. They let it resolve. Oh. Oh. That's a good pickup. Zach's standards, my standard. Oof. Ain't that the truth? All right. Royal Scions might eat a counter here. So I think I gotta let this resolve. Crap. I could Cryptic it and then try to draw a blue card for my Force of Negation. Actually, that seems fine. Boot. Perfect. Remember how I said we were going to do that thing? We did that thing. I do not want that one. So now we've got Force and we've got Jace. They could play Urian this turn for 0 value. That's fine. I mean, worst case scenario, we were going to have to pitch Jace to Force of Negation, which is obviously not what we want, but they reset Cryptic, sure. What is the rest of your plan? I'm intrigued. What do I do? What am I supposed to do with my hands? I don't. What do I do with my hands? Okay, they're going to go for the Cryptic as well this turn, and we're going to force them and then play Jace. Or they're going to pass the turn and we're just going to play Jace. Neat. These matchups are silly. In a way that I can exploit, but still. Okay, so Misty, crack Misty, fetch Cryptic on top. This deck probably has room for a 4th Mystic Sanctuary too. Yes, please. I'd like to draw that card. like to discard this card. I'd like to play this card. The Mind Sculptor. Are you ready, opponent? Are you ready for me to sculpt your mind? All right. Everybody clench. No cryptic. Goodness gracious. I don't know what you're up to over there, friend, but I am the clear victor. We did play a Mystic Sanctuary this turn. None of these are blue cards, so that actually could be a problem. So we go top. Clench complete. Yeah, well, I got news, friend. The clench did not work out. We didn't hit another blue card, so... They could also just be playing Lightning Bolt. We haven't seen any yet, but it's very possible they have Lightning Bolt. They're almost drawing into their actual library. They're through their first 20 cards, and now there's exactly one standard library remaining. They have 60 cards left. Whereas we are already... Wow! Wow, that's such a pain in the butt. Why is their deck so much better than mine? Okay, it's cool. We're going to win 2 and 3. Yeah. And the way the hand worked out, too, and the amount of lands we had, if they had Is It Charm, they can beat Force of Negation no problem there anyway. So it wasn't even like we were really, like, doing it, quote-unquote. All right. Seems good. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles. We might be playing in the wrong metagame here, Roy. It's too developed. It blew past me, and I'm just living in the past. Cookies. I don't know if you saw the picture. Good God. I made Black Forest Trifle. Good God! Oh, wow. That's fantastical. I'm a huge fan of this thing that's happening to me over here. Well, land and Scions on the bottom. I guess I will try to enjoy my 5 against their 6. Jeez. Okay. Trifle looked sweet. This mulliganing, not so much. I mean, the mulliganing was good. It's just the hands we were drawing were garbage. Thank God for the mulligans, otherwise we'd just be... Did they keep their 7? Oh, I saw the blank keeps a 6, and I thought that was them. I thought they mulliganed at least once, but no. No, we're just going to get trashed this league, I think. It's fine. This will encourage me to actually make the updates to this deck that I should have done before we played it today. Okay, that's a really good pickup. So, we have a turn 2 play, and then we have Ashiok, and Ashiok can completely wreck them. Can. Oh, friendo. Oh, no. Okay, so they have to have Force of Negation here, or it's just over. I mean, not over, but it's going to be real good for us if they don't have Force of Negation here. Okay, I got to pick one of my colors to have. I think I'd rather have red right now because red gets me Wrenn and Six, and Wrenn and Six gets me all the colors and mana I will ever need. Also, we have an abundant growth, so it doesn't really matter. Ashiok. Force check. Yep, you can fetch. What the hell? Spell Pierce? Lightning Bolt? Oh my God! No breaks were caught this day. No breaks. Woof. All right, let's top deck another Ashiok, maybe. Oh, that's frustrating. They did what you said you did when you were on Faithless Brewing. Yep. Played Spell Pierce in the metagame where no one's expecting Spell Pierce. Tis a good choice. Okay. So disco here. Boop. Draw. I really wanted that Ice-Fang in play. Okay. Might be a short night. Might be a quick stream tonight. Jesus. I mean, that's a good one. Let's see if it's in any way relevant. The problem is they've got way too many lands in play now to leverage, and they only need one piece of interaction to beat me from here. There is a reason why the Scapeship deck is real good. Having the auto-win sorcery is very, very, very good choice in this meta. The 80-card deck is a huge advantage for their archetype. This Ashiok is going to be way too late now. And I can't cast that, so... Cast Ashiok. This has to be them deciding which counterspell they want to use on this. Yeah. I'm really hoping they just have the Scape Shift here. Is that them resetting Cryptic? All right, I'm good. I forgot they can also do that thing. All right. 0 for 2 in less than 40 minutes. Whew. Not my best night, jeez. Just shut down. No, I didn't either. I mean, we might get through 3 leagues. Okie dokie. Opponent on no companion. Hand cannot cast Wrenn and Six. Yeah, I'll ship that. Isn't this the hand I just threw back? Okay. Opponents on no companion. They kept their 7. What the hell? I don't want to go to 5 again. Oh, they're on the play. Well, don't know why I'm not paying enough attention, but black, red, no companion. Green, red, no companion. Ah. What was the card I bottomed again? Cryptic Command? That would be really good in this matchup. Oh, man. I haven't been saying, hey there, good luck and have fun to people. Well, I know I did in the last 2 rounds, I think. I think I got distracted by this round. By the time this round came along. Mill themselves. Yep, there's a Bloodghast. Okay, well, we're supposed to, quote-unquote, lose game 1 anyway. We have Ashioks and a Dead of Winter, and that's about it. Oh, and the Aether Gusts. Gusting a Life from the Loam repeatedly is definitely a good time. Let's see if they have a nutty Cathartic and we can just get out of this game. Okay, how good is it? There are no dredge creatures in your graveyard. Whoa. They straight up drew 3 on their Cathartic? That's crazy talk. Well, there's a black source. So if they're missing land drops, we might have a ball game. That reunion sucked, I know. Narcomoeba, Prized Amalgam, and there's an Ox in their graveyard, so I believe our good luck has already run out. Although the Ox requires them to remove 8, and if they want this Prized Amalgam, they need to put at least 1 more card in their graveyard. If they want to play the Ox and keep the Amalgam, they need to put 2. Their Shriekhorn did not do enough. Whoa. Okay. Gonna fetch Shock Watery Grave here, kill the Bloodghast. If they don't have a land drop, well. Okay. At minimum, this is net -1 life. But if they don't have a land drop somehow, could be really good. I'd take it. Yeah, I mean... okay. Yeah, they can cast the Ox, but they would have to exile the Bloodghast to do it, which would exile also the Prized Amalgam, which I would have been okay with. But they also have a fetch land, so... but they still didn't get enough to cast the Ox without exiling the... Okay, this is X equals 2 next turn, which is not even that good, because we've drawn 0 Arcum's Astrolabe. But hopefully somehow this becomes a little bit relevant. Haggle. Okay. Ooh, Conflag. Man, they have been really, really light on dredge cards. Like, unreal. Haggle again. Well, are they still light on dredge cards? Nope. Discards Creeping Chill. I mean, that's kind of nice. Now they can Ox, though. But okay, and of course they are smart enough to attack first. So we really, because they're going to Ox this turn, as well as be able to get back whatever I kill here. But if we draw an Arcum's Astrolabe, we can wipe their board. So that might be okay with how slow their start has been, generally speaking. So I'm going to take 3, go to 13. They're going to play Ox. They're going to go completely hog wild. And we're probably going to be dead. But if we can draw an Astrolabe, we can play Astrolabe, Snow-Covered Island, Dead of Winter for X equals 3, which should wipe their board no matter how big it is. And because they just cracked that fetch land, they're not necessarily going to be able to instantaneously get back their Bloodghast. They're not going to be able to... Yeah, well, we are in the best possible position to recover from this situation. Cathartic Reunion. Man, that is not an Ox. They just drew 3 with a Cathartic Reunion again? Weird. They're like super conservative over there. I have no idea why, but I'm going to play this Dead of Winter for X equals 2. It's not going to kill their Prized Amalgam. But if I get hit next turn, plus the Cathartic, we're just going to die, so... Good luck, Godspeed, me. Maybe next turn they will, for some reason, elect to cast another Cathartic Reunion. And then we'll be okay. It could happen. Don't tell me it couldn't. Could happen. We've got this Force of Negation in our hand, which is obviously busted in half, by the way, because we don't have to pay 1 life to use it. Exiles the card we counter, yeah. If they Conflag here, am I supposed to exile it? Power creep confirmed, yeah. Ox. Well, can't do the thing anyway. So if we draw Astrolabe into another Dead of Winter, we can knock out their board again. They have enough to turn like, oh, they can still do it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Because the Ox draws them 3. So they can pitch their hand here, dome me for 3, and then crack in for 7. Which it looks like they're going to do because they are a good dredge player. So as I suggested, we have already hit 2... No, this is actually the first matchup where main deck Graveyard Hate would be good, so... It's cool, Roy. I do have POC's green, black, infect list. Speaking of which, I ran into POC in the queue while I was playing Turbo Chalice, and I ate them alive because they were playing black, green, infect, and I knew just how savage my deck was about to be against them. Yeah. And it was really funny. I don't know who POC is either, but POC is a person who recently 5-0'd with Black Green Infect. No, they're not a pro. They're just a player. I don't even know if they're like, I don't know if they consistently 5-0 or anything. I have no idea who they are, but they exist. I know that much, and they 5-0'd with Black Green Infect recently. So I have that list if we want to play that tonight. Think bolts out. Force out. Force out probably seems better. I mean, I don't know if they're a pro, but they are not someone who is known for their MTGO screen name. Okay. This hand has a lot of the things we need, but the biggest thing that we need is our dredge opponent not to be a complete sack. We need our dredge opponent not to have the world's greatest streak of luck. Let's see a Shriekhorn. Yeah! List looks very Lurrus. Yeah, I mean, it is. I don't... I don't know what you'd expect it to be. It's a pity the haymaker of the deck is now a cantripping cat. Well, but that's not really true. So, like, if you actually play against the Bogle's deck and such, and like the black-red Lurrus deck is a perfect example, like the black-red aggro burn deck, the percentage of games in which Lurrus actually matters is not that high because your proactive, straightforward game plan is really good. Lurrus comes up anytime the game actually goes past the point where you intended it to, and means that you have a strong sort of B plan, which is kind of obnoxious, I will agree, but I believe it is working as intended, so Okay, so are we on the Slam Royal Scions ASAP plan, or are we on the Field of Ruin plan? I feel like we're on the Field of Ruin plan, because once I start attacking their mana, I can get them off of having enough to do things like Oxme. So I think I'm going down the Field of Ruin line where I attack their Copperline Gorge, and then we see if we can keep them off of enough mana to do anything significant. I mean, it's definitely a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but it's a plan. I think I'd rather get the blue to cycle Lonely Sandbar on their turn. Obviously, like Fatal Push, it's possible Fatal Push will be relevant here, but it's not overly likely, so... I mean, I love your dedication to Phyrexian Crusader, but I don't know if Phyrexian Crusader has fallen far as much as Phyrexian Crusader was never a particularly, like, real consideration for those decks. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if Phyrexian Crusader was actually, like, ever like a real part of what those decks were doing, so I don't know that you could say it's fallen far because it was already on the ground. As long as they don't hit another Creeping Chill here to give their Bloodghast haste. Okay, good. There are a lot of creatures coming out here, though. Ooh. Okay, good. They're going to have a huge board here, so we really want to draw a Dead of Winter or a Cryptic Command. Lickety-split. In a pretty quick manner. Is there only one Amalgam? No, there's two, right? Yeah, there's two. So remember when I was mentioning things that we didn't want to happen? This is the thing we didn't want to happen. If I take a single point of damage before their turn, then all of those guys, all of the Bloodghasts are going to have haste. So I think instead of doing anything that actually seems like something this deck wants to do, we're going to play Jace the Mind Sculptor. We're going to very ineffectually boomerang Prized Amalgam. We're going to ping a Narcomoeba, and we're going to pray. We're going to be very annoyed with the performance of our deck. This is not a State of Modern problem at all. This is the deck that I put together and I enjoy playing is not doing well, and therefore I get to be annoyed. Companions ruin Modern. How many companions were cast against me in this league? Literally 0. This actually might be a pretty obvious case of modern problems require modern solutions. They do. Bye, Jace. Oh, they're attacking me? Wow, that's bold. Oh, they have 8 cards in hand. If they have a red source, no, because then they'd only be able to deal 7. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, we're probably not dead. Goes to clean up. That's hilarious. Discards Creeping Chill. Discards Prized Amalgam. Well. Okay, so their Bloodghast now have haste, but unless they're slow rolling, actually, I think it does, Roy, because like there's more people choosing to not play companions than there were before, which I think says something about the companion issue. I don't know if it's but okay. So let's play a fetch land, Astrolabe, draw a card, brainstorm. Okay, well, Lightning Bolt is actually somewhat useful, so let's get rid of Scions and Ice-Fang Coatl. Just ping that down. We've got bolts. Okay. So they're actually, I think they're going to naturally draw here. So they don't have another Dakmor Salvage and they can't cast a Life from the Loam. Unless they're just hoping to flip Creeping Chill and kill me, but that shouldn't be able to happen. Sorry. If they flip Creeping Chill and then they attack me, I've got Bolt for this Prized Amalgam, so. They've only flipped 2, so there's a reasonable chance that they're going to flip the other ones. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so they dredged some Narc amoebas. That's fine. Decks that have eschewed companions are non-interactive combo decks. One could argue that if our current league actually represents Modern, not playing a companion forces you to play such archetypes, which still is companions causing a problem. Once again, that's if this league represents Modern. But I think what that would be missing, if I may, is the part where Modern always had these obnoxious linear decks. Okay, let's... what are the chances that the Dredge deck plays 2 mountains? 0%, right? Right? Okay, let's look at their yard, and if there's another basic land in here, we're just going to shoot their land and then play Bolt. There's not. I think they probably only play the one. All right, let's go take the line. Take the line. Love isn't always on time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take the line. But like decks like Dredge and a lot of the other decks that wouldn't be playing a companion right now, I mean, those existed before. And for mid-range decks and control decks, they were a problem before to deal with. So I don't really think that represents any kind of major change. The fact that they're slightly more popular now than they used to be, again, it really doesn't say anything because they were pretty popular before, you know? Playing race car decks that are, you know, trying to just avoid everyone else and just kill them. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so let's reset this lightning bolt. Yes. We'll draw that. We'll put push and field on top. Bolt. Wrenn and Six. Ashiok. Play a land. Did I hit a Creeping Chill there? I did not. Hopefully they're already holding one of their Creeping Chills. All right. So they're on 8 cards in library, so probably we made it through this one. I would think. It is turn 6, and they had themselves down to 12 cards in library. Dredge is a powerful deck. They lost connection to the game. I wonder if that's a rage scoop. I don't know. Do you disagree with that though, Roy? Like the not... Oh, okay. Yep. That looks like a rage scoop to me. All right. We're 1 and 2. We're on the board. Let's try to finish this league with our heads held high at 3-2. Get our points back. All right. No, I understand that it doesn't. It's not necessarily based on a single league. 0326 feels bad, man. Yo, I know that feel, Leviathan. How you doing tonight? Hopefully you are having a good week. Let's get back to what matters. Being good to our fellow humans. Whoever you are, wherever you are, Herved Gers, I hope you read my little message, and I hope you feel good about the world. Chilling, playing for 50 play points. Yo. Okay, Adnaz. Okay, Adnaz is a deck we can beat. Although this hand is really poor against it. Like, astoundingly poor against it. They got one of the sweet Serum Visions art. But I agree one league is not enough to make any meaningful conclusion about a metagame, Roy, but what I'm saying is that I think seeing these decks back in existence, quote unquote back in quote unquote existence, is a good, healthy. I'm playing against your previous opponent. Well, hopefully we manage to beat them. But seeing these decks in existence, where previously it felt like everyone was like going all the sky is falling about companions, I think feels good. Well, no, it does feel good for me to see them. And I think there generally is a higher number of people playing companionless decks now than there was before. I think the shines come off the apple a little bit, and people have realized that they have weaknesses. I mean, Ad Nauseam won the recent Lotus Box tournament, and so people have definitely become aware of the fact that you can do other things. Okay, that's a good sign, because that means no Phyrexian Unlife. Their mana is really limited this game. Their mana is really limited this game, which means that our Field of Ruins might be able to do some good work here. It's unlikely they need blue, black, blue, black. If they're playing the deck list that is in any way similar to what I was playing before, they're going to have 2 planes in their deck, so we're about to find out over the next couple turns if they have either of those planes in their hand. We'll go ahead and get an island here. It's not useful for casting any of the spells in my hand, but we're not going to interact with the Thassa's Oracle anyway, so... but if they drew either of their snow-covered plains, we're going to get to kill it, which will be great. So... again, their mana is really limited on this hand, so... that's an A+ pickup. They are pretty unlikely to be playing anything like Veil of Summer or whatnot in their main deck. We're going to hold on to this Uro, even though I could draw a card with it. We're going to hold on to it until... ooh. Man, if they add Nauseam off of that, that's just spoils. Fine. What do you want? What do you seek, opponent? Your destiny? Ooh. Oh my god, did they just die? There's a lot of cards here. Yeah, that's, names Thassa's Oracle. Goes 30 cards to... okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it. Live by the spoils, dies by the spoils, says my opponent, and they yeah, I guess that's how it be. Sometimes you don't think it be how it is, but it do. It do. Kolaghan's command is actually okay because it can blow up a Pentad Prism. Yeah, we're good. Remember, folks, when we played Ad Nauseam, I don't think we had a clench spoils that we cast once. Roy, you've got a creepy photographic memory. Did we at any point play a, well, I got a clench and cast this spoils the vault? I don't think that we did. Say creepy. That was not accurate. I'm sorry. That's the wrong word to use. I'm searching for the right word. Powerful? I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't find the right words. Played that deck more safely than my driving. Well, I'm a safe driver, so that's not surprising. I'm not offended. No, I'm just frustrated with myself because I have a pretty expansive vocabulary most of the time, and yet I'm completely failing to find a less offensive way to say, I don't know. I'm wowed by the meticulousness of your memory most of the time. Word finding definitely frustrates you. Yeah, I get that. I feel like right now my brain is like, we're currently experiencing cognitive load. Please phone back at a later time. All right, we're going to clench and fire off this Collective Brutality. If they have Veil here, we're going to get messed up, but of course, they never don't have it. On the plus side, it took a mana off of their Pentad Prism, which might mean that they don't have enough mana to combo this turn, because I was concerned about just getting blown away last turn, and it is possible that... Guess you could say sus. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could. Okay, they suspended a Lotus Bloom. There's a reasonable chance we have until that thing is coming off of suspend to interact with it. We're going to get suspended. 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 Roy, did you ever do that looking into the phonetic alphabet that you had put on your notes? Because I found it fascinating that I hadn't realized the difference between the T sound at the beginning of the and the T sound at the beginning of thick. Like, just being who I am and the things that I tend to be interested in, I was just surprised that I hadn't noticed that difference. Like, because I notice a lot of differences between like diphthongs, and I've got a pretty good ear for accents and different impressions and things like that. But I couldn't believe that I was like, wow, like I just felt like an idiot when I was like, holy crap, those are different sounds. Those are different T sounds. And like, if you actually asked me if there are different T sounds in English, I'd be like, of course there are. English is stupid. There's different sounds for everything. But like, yeah. And it's funny because the like the icon for the sound from the word the looks like a D with a line through like a curved upper slash. And I was like, what the hell is this? And then for some reason, like as soon as I heard the sound, I was like, oh my god, that is exactly what that sounds like in a character. All right, we're looking for... Did I bring in the fourth? I did. I did bring in the fourth Force of Negation. Good. Sorry, I got worried for a half a second that I had missed sideboarding. So my opponent has infinite mana. So we're really, really, really just looking for a Force of Negation. Any Anytime, deck. Anytime. All right, so we've got 1 extra mana here for now. So I'm going to pick up this Lonely Sandbar as well. Drown is like almost useless, so hooray. Might just be discarding Uro at end of turn. On the plus side, they need to have ad nauseum and a way to stay alive, because they haven't played a Phyrexian Life or anything yet. So the fact that they have infinite mana is not concerning yet. Okay. Resolves. Counter target spell, draw a card. Ooh, can't do that. Now I can. Or in a second I'll be able to. The one hope is that their hand isn't literally ad nause, because then I'm going to counter the first one and they're just going to have the second one. Although, we could draw the Force of Negation here. What up, Zandy? Zandy Mandy? Oh god, they have another... Ha! Remember how I said there was a worst case scenario? Wait a minute. So this is a value ad nause, but they were at 12? Are they just going to flip another card and die? They only got up to 8 cards in hand. Did they get... Ooh, okay, they got the kill there, though, right? Because they got Angel's Grace, ad nause, Thassa's Oracle. No, they don't have enough mana. Or they might. Huh. Weird. Let's discard Snap, because I have a second one. Don't mind you. We always mind you, Lawson. You beautiful human. Oh, they have the Lotus Bloom. Okay, so they've got the kill here. They could have done it during their upkeep. They could have killed me during their upkeep, and they didn't do it. That's just rude. That's what that is. Angel's Grace. Resolves. Glad Nauseum. Shad Nauseum. Thad Nauseum? Brad Nauseum. Bradley Nauseum. Ooh, they brought in Sphinx of the Final Word against us. And Chandra Awakened Inferno. Okay. So this is why we're bothering to sit here, is I just want to see all the cards that they sideboarded. Not necessarily because I agree with them, but just because I want to know what they're playing, so I could maybe board around them for game 3. Oh, literally the last card in their deck was the Lightning Storm. Awesome. Screen cap of their deck. I mean, yeah, I'm just going to do mental screen cap, but... Okay. How were the Wrenn and Sixes in the deck yesterday? Which deck? I'm not sure to which deck you're referring. Seismic. They're awesome. They are A++. What are you thinking of replacing them with? Because they've been phenomenal. There's a bunch of hands where you just play a turn 1 Wrenn and Six, and then you play turn 2 Chalice, or... I want some Trinisphere Blood Moon. I mean, I was thinking of Trinisphere the other day. I could trim Loam. You could trim on Loam. You could trim on Anger of the Gods, which is one of the sort of quote-unquote flex slots. Am I going to keep this? Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Turn 2 Brutality, and then we're possibly going to fire off another Brutality on them on turn 4. So that should be able to slow them down enough. You could also trim on Seismic Assaults. Because you'll get a lot of wins from concessions. You don't actually have to have win conditions a lot of the time. Chancellor of the Tangle, just hard cast, is surprisingly frequently a win condition. Although I guess without Wrenn and Six, that'll be harder to do. So keep that in mind. My opponent kept a no-lander. I don't know what to do with my hands. They kept a literal no-lander with a Lotus Bloom. Keep the Wrens on your suggestion. I mean, I would recommend it, friend. I play it as is before you make any changes. I'm not going to be offended if and when you do make changes, but I'm just saying, like, the deck, the most recent version of the deck, which you can find on my Stream Decker right now, I think it's Jiggy Wiggy Turbo Chalice 1.2. I think it... Oh. We're going to take their Angel's Grace here, because by the time we get to 4 mana, we'll be able to take their Ad Nauseam. Your classic deck. I am playing the classic deck. We had a brutal opening of 0-2, but then we beat Dredge. We beat Dredge 1-1. They scooped the match after game 2, which was wild. But yeah. So if you check out that version of the deck, Zanman, I think you'll find that is a pretty whittled down to the bare bones version, and the Wrenn and Sixes and the Seismic Assaults have both proven themselves repeatedly as being very good. I have won games off of resolving a turn 1 or turn 2 Seismic Assault, and just that's good enough. So I'm not, yeah. Okay. So we know most of their hand here. So they have an Adnaz, and they have 2 unlives. Okay, they have these 4 plus 1 unknown. So do I Cryptic bounce their Pentad Prism? And then reset the Cryptic for next turn? That's what I'm going to do. They're going to get the... Yeah, this is coming in now. I could reset the Brutality, play Ice-Fang, and cast it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hope the one card we don't know of is not a Veil of Summer. Please. One time Ad Nauseam player with green mana up. Please do not have the Veil. Oh my god, they have it. Oh! Oh my god, they have Phyrexian Unlife plus Ad Nauseam. Oh, they don't have enough mana, but, like, jeez, flipping Christ. Okay. What are the chances that they drew an Angel's Grace, which is exactly the amount of mana they have now? What are the odds? It looks like they didn't get it, but wow, that was... Wow. And we can't Brutality them right now because they could just value Ad Nauseam. Okay, now we could. Oh my god. Why are you a constant disappointment? Why do you do this to me? I love you so much. And you break my heart. I hate to quote my mother like that, but you know. Alright, let's attack for 1, and we're just gonna hang out here, I guess. Yeah. I could try to bounce their Lotus Bloom, but that seems suspect. Do you like that one, Roy? I like that one. So they've got 2 Phyrexian Unlives. I don't know. Didn't know you actually love Brutality. I love Brutality because Brutality allows me to win games against Burn. Which, you know. I don't know if you know this, but I have a historically bad Burn matchup. Okay, so we're going to counter this and draw a card. If they have Veil here, we're still going to get to draw a card. We're still going to get to reset it. Okay, good. But there was very little likelihood of that backfiring, really. So, I'm going to reset the Cryptic. And then we can draw an extra card. Do I want to trophy their Lotus Bloom? I want to. Not now, obviously. And then not at their end of turn when they have 5 mana up, so maybe not. Oh, trophy is valuable, though, because if they have 1 more mana, they might just go for the kill, and then we get to trophy. Zach versus Burn, something versus something that isn't... That's the antithesis of something, exactly. Sphinx of the Final Word. Well, that's a card. I have one with Death Touch. That makes their instants and sorceries uncounterable, but not their enchantments. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So, hold on. This is actually kind of irrelevant to us. You can still kill on life. That's exactly what we're going to do. So we're just going to play Jace and start brainstorming. And we have Assassin's Trophy to beat their unlife. And they don't have that much mana anyway, so the fact that their ad nauseum is uncounterable is largely irrelevant. Do I want either of these cards? No, not really. They're not going to have removal for this Ice-Fang Coatl, so I can't imagine they're going to be able to crack in on my Jace, but even if they are, I have another one. Again, their mana is choked enough that I'm not worried. Still not worried. Maybe should be, but I'm not. Their mana is less choked. That's fine. Resolves. Attack. Do it. Do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. I want you to get me. I want you to hit me. Ice-Fang. Do I want to reset my Brutality? How much do I want to tempt fate? I think we'll tempt fate. What are the chances they have another Veil? Quick, now's your chance to antagonize OP in chat. Roy, you know how we live here. Nice, clean living. We don't poke the bear. We're like Hank Hill up in this bitch. No hubris. Double ad nauseum in hand. Woof. But they have an Unlife and a Spirit Guide, so that's not threatening. Seems fair, says opponent. I disagree. We're still behind because of the Veil. I don't need more lands right now. Another trophy seems good. We've got enough mana for Cryptic and Trophy, so let's attack with an Ice-Fang Coatl. Wholesomeness, exactly. Snap Brutality. Maybe in the future. Oh, I could do it now. And then I'll still have Assassin's Trophy up. Yeah, I like you. Man, Leviathan with the line. Angel's Grace off the top still wins for them. Well, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, absolutely. Good call. I apologize for my supreme waffling there, but I guarantee you it's just because I'm having a day. Cast with flashback. GG, nerd. Get the flip out of here. Oh, they're going to cast it. Yeah, value ad nos. Okay. I'm already in love with this deck. Dude, it's amazing. I was telling you. I was trying to tell you to play it. They flip a Veil. Did they flip an ad nauseum? Oh, no. They flipped an ad nauseum. They flipped a Veil. They flipped a Lightning Storm. Their mana's pretty limited now, though. Oh, and I get to take the ad nauseum. Oh, hilarious. Okay, they have Lightning Storm plus 1 land. That's 5 damage. So they could kill my Jace, but that's okay. Wait, can they? Do they have double red? They don't have double red. Never mind. Don't mind me. Oh, they have Penthead Prism. What if I kill their Gemstone Mine right now? No, that's insane. What if I take their Lightning Storm? No, hold on. Actually, I only find the lines when I'm not playing. It's way easier to find them when you're not playing. Zanny, I hope you are having a blast with Turbo Chalice. I'm really tempted to take this Lightning Storm. Is that wrong? Because they only have 4 mana and a tap land for the ad nauseum. Lordy, I love a good value ad nauseum. Preach, brother, sister. They, brobot, she, fembot. Unconventional lines go? Okay. Let's just take the ad nauseum. So their hand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Resolves. Preach, sibling. I can't prove I'm related to them. So I know they have Veil of Summer in hand. No, I understand that it's a... let's sack this Waterlogged Grove. We have 7. That's probably enough. Yikes. Jace. Do I want to play this Ashiok and just start wrecking their library? Oh, they're at 4. I kept lightning bolts in my deck, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. Cryptic tap. Oh, kill them. Right. Thank you. Sorry, if the line is ever kill your opponent, assume that I'm not going to see it. Wait, do they have... They do not have Angel's Grace in hand. Okay, we did it. Yay, team. Smork. Oh, they have a Phyrexian Life in play, guys. Oh, no, but they have Veil of Summer in their hand. It's right here, dude. They have this Veil of Summer in their hand right now. I'm like 99.9% sure. But they only have 5 mana, so pass the turn. It's cool. End of turn, we're gonna... Crap, we're gonna lose our Jace. Oh, they suspended 2 Lotus Blooms. That's why they... Yeah, that's why they're missing so many cards. Which means they drew 1. They played the Temple, so they have Prism, Storm, Veil, Thassa's Oracle. Okay. Sunlife Hexproof. How does the Veil change anything? What? Roy? Can't we just go off on our next turn? Yeah, we can do it then. We just weren't able to do it when it was suggested. Yeah, we didn't have enough mana to play two Veils there. Are they attacking down my Jace? Yeah, okay. So they have 4 mana, and they can't combo off at instant speed. So we're going to blow 1 Veil on their end step. They're going to Veil this. We're going to reset our Cryptic, and then we're going to trophy with Snap Cryptic, bounce it. No, I mean, we've got... Yeah. They can't Veil that. Yes, they can. They can Veil that. They can also Veil that one. We don't have any Mystic Sanctuaries left in our deck. Cryptic's blue. Yeah, Cryptic also gets Veiled. Trophy gets Veiled because it's black, and Cryptic gets Veiled because it's blue. Bouncing their Unlife was probably better. No, it's fine. It's cool. We have them here. I have you now. Like, we can snap Cryptic. We can snap Trophy. We have it all. Okay, so you're dead. I love that it. I love Magic the Gathering Online. Love it. Hold on, let me fetch. Hold on, let me fetch. Okay, I'm dead. All right, we've clawed our way back to 2-2. So we've got 50 points. No, it's cool, dude. I miss stuff like that all the time. I miss the Cryptic tap kill them line because they had an unlife, but it was still valuable to put them to 0. Very much so. Lawson, your title says brews and real decks tonight. What do you play that isn't a real deck and isn't a brew? Memes? Oh, we're against Everos. Cool. Okay, Everos on the play with Luris? Sure. We'll do both instead of either. Oh, I get it. Brews that are also quote-unquote real. Got it. I don't know what kind of decks Everos plays, so I assume my hand here is good enough. You got Thoughtseize? No Thoughtseize. Fine. No problem. The hell does Watery Grave shock Death Shadow? It means Grixis Death Shadow. Okay. His hand should be pretty fire against Death Shadow. We'll see. We shall see. That's a good one. This Cryptic is unlikely to be useful in the early game. Thought Scour? Yep. My Drown in the Loch is supremely on. I'm glad someone's turning on my Drown, to be honest. Are we jamming Wrenn and Six here? Probably not. Let's fetch shock something. Untapped land on my upkeep. What? Opponent, I don't understand. Am I supposed to jam this Wrenn and Six against you or not? I don't know what you're telling me. I'm gonna go ahead and not, but got my eye on you. I don't like it. Thought Scour again. Sure. Man, this sure looks like Shadow. Zanman, mull harder. Let me tell you, if there's one piece of advice that anyone could give you for that deck, it's always mull harder. You're not mulling hard enough. I know you think you are. Stop it. Mull harder. Gonna feel tonight. Perfect. I don't need that info. I'm king of the Quitchel mulls. I'm gonna assume you meant to say quadruple mulls, because that would be impressive. Which it would. Like, I mean that. That would be impressive. I'd be impressed by you saying you're the king of quadruple mulls. I'm gonna play the Turbo Chalice deck after this league, though. I'm freaking hooked. I think I'm gonna play. There was a list that someone submitted to me through Twitter, so I think we're gonna play that one where it's like turn 1 Chandra or Karn is the goal. Is this Lurrus? Are you just playing Lurrus straight up? Wow, I'm gonna drown that kitten. Devious cover up, gang up, huddle up, light up the sage, scale up, take up arms. Okay. There's not an uncard referencing Paula Abdul. Did you expect there to be? See ya. I wonder if they're playing the Jerry Thompson deck that is it's blue-black control with Lurrus, basically. I would assume so. Okay, so if I Wrenn and Six, I can reset, or I can grab one of my fetches and then put a Mystic Sanctuary on top. Sorry, what am I saying? I can grab one of my fetches, put it into play, and be ready to reset whatever I need for the next turn. Might also play Abundant Growth. Delta. Okay, so they're going to play Thoughtseize this turn. So when they play Thoughtseize, we're going to go what? Are we going to do anything? We're going to trophy one of their lands? We might. We might. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do this turn. No, we're not going to trophy one of their lands because I'm pretty sure they're going to take the trophy and then we're going to have the Abundant Growth where we can reset a card and then draw it immediately. Yeah. Good play. So, but that's fine because what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to reset Drown the Loch, kill their Lurrus, reset Drown the Loch, and play it again. So even if they have a counter here, we should be able to beat that. So let's go ahead and do that. Just like I wrote it up. Drown on top. Yes. Okay. they bobbled themselves. Sure. Because they know what's on top of my library. They're just looking for answers, and there's no reason not to play it now. So if they have double Spell Snare, we're going to get beat here. Deprive? Is this Deprive? Did I screw up? I did. I played land already. Shoot. I knew exactly what I needed to do, and then I... Damn. Yep, 100% screwed up. Let's put that there. Hope we draw another piece of 2-mana removal. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble in a hurry. We are in trouble in a hurry. Okay. Shoot. And they can just start resetting this Deprive as much as they want. Yeah. I had a very tight sequence to get there. So what I should have done is not played the Snow-Covered Swamp, picked up a fetch land, Mystic Sanctuary to reset the Drown in the Loch, and then drawn that with the Abundant Growth. And my colors would have been fine. Absolutely fine to do so. So I knew what I needed to do. I didn't even need the Astrolabe or the second Abundant Growth in terms of colors. And I just screwed it up. Because I'm bad. Counterbalance. I was wondering when blue-black Counterbalance was going to pop up. So they put Deprive on top of their library, which means the top of their library is currently a 2. They're going to draw it with the bauble. They're not going to draw with the bauble. They are going to draw with the bauble. They're not going to draw with the bauble. Okay, so they have a 2 on top, and that's a trophy. So I don't have any way to draw an extra card right now. And I only have 5 mana, which means they don't have a Deprive in their hand necessarily. Probably our best line here is just cast Orion, which is a shame. If we had Fatal Push or Lightning Bolt, of which we are playing a total number of 7 in this deck, we would be fine here. But we don't. And have another Deprive? Logic not. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Looks like we are pretty done for. Shoot. Cool deck, though. Very cool deck. Lurrus Counterbalance. They're not playing Jace the Mind Sculptor. That feels crazy to me, but... So I've got 7 mana, so there's like probably some plays in my deck that make that relevant. Okay, they've got Deprive. If I'm going to fight with them, I probably want to do so when I don't know that they know what's on top of their library. Let's go on their draw step, actually. If they have Mystic Sanctuary in their deck, they can reset a 1 or a 2 during their draw step. We'll let them draw from the bauble trigger because they are not controlling that. Or they knew what was on top there. Shoot. Okay. The first thing that happens in the draw step is drawing. I don't need to wait. It's fine. It was a marginal... Yeah, that was the difference, is they're going to get to draw another card here. Okay, so this is it. This is the whole game is right here. If one of my removal spells resolves here, we might have a chance, and if not, we're done. I guess the upside of playing Lurrus and Baubles and Counterbalance together is that when your Counterbalance trigger goes on the stack, you can bauble the top of your deck and see if it's already what you need, like they just did. And then they were able to control it afterwards. So then we're going to play this Assassin's Trophy, and then we're going to scoop when they counter it. We did blank one of their discard spells, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Well, no, because I could... No, it doesn't. I don't think it's going to matter. Yeah, okay. We screwed up that one turn where we could have killed their Lurrus a second time, and they immediately had an Unearth in hand, and that was all she wrote on that one. Tight play from our opponent and just beat us good. Brutality seems good because it can kill Lurrus and get something out of their hand. Dead of Winter seems unnecessary. Fatal Push or Bolt we probably need to cut on. Wrenn and Six also could go down. Something like that feels pretty good. Although Fatal Push does kill Lurrus, having a single use on it is not that good, whereas like we're bringing Collective Brutality, which can go after their hand and their Lurrus. This is one of those matchups where we wish we had Veil of Summer, but normally this deck has a really good matchup against Veil decks, so definitely want to keep the trophies against Counterbalance. We definitely want to keep Drown the Loch against a deck that wants to put a bunch of stuff in their graveyard. We just need a slightly better hand than what we had. I don't even know if we do need a better hand than what we had. I just screwed up that game. And we don't have main deck graveyard hate of any kind, so we just got a little beat up, which is fine by me. That card doesn't have the text I want. What? What text do you want on it? Hand seems good. Not great, but good. Opponent mulls to 6. Oof. Double Uro in the early hand. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll take that. Also, Roy, did we come to a conclusion? Is what we want in that deck just 2 more lands? I think you're probably right. So I think we'll probably play that, and then we'll also play Turbo Chalice afterwards. Oof. All right. Well, that could work. 18 lands looks sketchy. Have you seen how many mana sources are in that deck, though? I mean, I guess you need at least 1 land to get going on turn 1, but like... Well, there goes my Ashiok. And there is no way in hell we can upscale this Collective Brutality if they're untapped, because we know they're playing multiple spell snares. I'm fairly certain. They took the Brutality. Does that mean they're playing Spell Pierce post board? If so, does that mean I'm supposed to Ashiok here or Uro? Maybe I'm supposed to Uro. Just be a bit of a coward here. Or they have Mystical Dispute and it doesn't matter what I play, but I only have 1 Ashiok in my hand, so let's play the Uro. If they have Mystical Dispute, That's going to beat my Uro. Yeah, okay. So they didn't, or if they did, they chose not to play it. Currently have 2 islands in play, but next turn I can... Okay, good. They missed their land drop. Okay. Let's get a breeding pool. Let's reset. Whoa! This is not an island. That's the first time I've done that in a while. Okay. Okay. It's all good. It is really the first time I've done that in a good long while. Pew pew. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'm okay with it. I don't know. This thing you can never beat. Shrug. There is no one CMC counter in this format that beats this card. Yeah, no kidding. Ooh, okay. That didn't feel good. Does anyone else want to throw up? That was really crappy. That was a terrible way to win a game. All right, let's hope game 3 is better. Because at least in game 1, when I screwed up and allowed my opponent to have their Lurrus in play for another turn, they couldn't obviously see that that was a problem. But in game 2 there, they just straight up like whiffed on 2 land draws, and it was like, okay, game's over. Do I want to keep this hand? Yes. Am I gonna keep this hand? Yes. Like, obviously we need to draw stuff here, but we're going to get Thoughtseized a bunch anyway. I think having 5 lands is about as good as I can hope for, and we just need to rip Hot Fire, so we're going to do that. Next league, I promise, we're going to do all the mulliganing that we didn't do in this league. So, did they bobble themselves? They did. So they're probably land light, and they probably did not have... Okay, whatever they wanted on top of their deck, it wasn't there, so they just shuffled. Interesting. Okay, pass the turn. Pass the turn. Saffron Olive, wherever you are in this beautiful wide world, I hope you're having a great Friday night. You were inspiration to me and millions of others. Well, maybe not millions, but oof. All right. You got it, friend. 1 balanced spell. It's not balanced. The name is a lie. Nope. Draw. Trophy. Okay, I'll take Coatl. I can't reset anything necessarily, so we're going to jam this Ice-Fang. There's very little chance they get to counter this for free. They actually are going to need to use a resource to beat this. Unless they just have Logic not on top. They had Misty. Okay. So this is probably resolving? Yeah. Dude. Hey! That's a trophy. We know they have a land on top right now, however. Does that mean I want to play Uro this turn? It would if I could fetch a red source. I can't fetch a red source. Yikes. Do I think they're likely to play Lurrus on this turn cycle? If they do, how annoyed am I? Not so much. Yes, yes, we all know you have land on top. Okay, fetches in response. I don't know if I've seen any 3-drop cards in their deck. Misty on top. That's the same Misty you had on top before, I think. I mean, obviously I don't know, but they probably play Charm. I agree with you on that.
Compadres,
but I
we crush the freedom fighters
before the start of the rainy season. And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
Thanks for the follow, Frost002. I might have to edit that down. It's really long. Thanks for the follow, Frost002. Snap Thought Scour? Go nuts. You got it, friend. I just like the fact that Mr. Burns says compadres. It doesn't really... It has very little to do with anything, but I just like that he says compadres. It feels like appropriate for a follow. The rest of his speech is pretty A+ too. They're attacking me. Good God. They missed their land drop? Nope. Of course not. Aha! You're not the only one who can cast a snap. Bonk. So we're gonna end of turn like bolt them because their life total's getting fairly desperate. They also play Cryptic. Wow. They get up there. Because we're going to see if we can put them on the ropes enough that we get to trophy their counterbalance. I wonder if they're going to play Lurrus. No, it's got to be discard. Okay, so let's bolt them and see what happens. Logic not on top. Okay, so that's X2. So bolt resolves. So I can't play snap. And if I play counterbalance, it gets countered. Resolves? Resolves. Resolves? Resolves. Yeah, resolves. Still on their turn. Four cards in hand. They have a Delta, which means they have a Mystic Sanctuary, which means they can set anything they want on top. What if you played Blue-Eyed Miracles with Aether Mage's Touch into Emrakul? That seems dumb yet fun. I'm in for dumb yet fun. Get me a list, I'll play it next week. Okay, so... put another bolt on top, but that doesn't help me. Okay. Thoughtseize bug. Okay. So I'm Logic not on top. They do not currently have any 3s in their graveyard. So if we play Uro, they're gonna have to counter it with a card in hand. Well, why don't we just get more chalices in the main deck? Landed turn 1 Blood Moon, yes. The answer is yes. That is what that deck's trying to do. But like, could we play 3 or could we play 2 chalices in the main deck? Chalice has been so money. Like, I feel like more chalices is where I want to be. Yeah, let's play this Uro. So they can't counter this for free, which might put them in a little box. More Chalice makes sense. Well, I like to think my ideas occasionally make sense. Flip the top. We know what it is. Archmage's Charm? Hardcast? Yeah, good for you. Okay. Do I just want to bolt them straight here? Yeah, I think so. I know it's not a 1 on top. They could reset it to a 1. Shoot. Yikes. Okay, this might have been a big mistake. I was thinking about the next deck I was playing, and then death happened. Can we get a third Chalice in the main deck? Because there's one in the sideboard. Is there room somewhere, Roy? Can we cut it like a Chandra, or maybe the one Hazaret? How many Chandras in the deck? 3? Shoot. Shoot! Ah! We might be in big trouble here. Inquisition, no kidding. Well, hold on. Counterbalance yourself. 4 Chalice in the main deck. No, we want to play 1 in the Karn Wishboard, I think. I think that makes an amount of sense. Okay, do I want to reset the bolt right now? No. Because I can, yeah, okay. So let's attack for 1, see where that goes, see if we can Ashiok. So they don't currently have access to a fetch. Archmage's Charm is in graveyard already. Maybe I should trophy their counterbalance before I... Yeah. So, but that requires not having Mystic Sanctuary anymore. That's probably okay. So, basic Swamp. I can do this on their turn, actually. No, I can't, because I want to play Ashiok. Right. What do you got? No 2, no 2, no 2, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. You don't know what's on top. Mishra's Bauble, it's a 0. Pow. Got him. Counter this. Do it. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Just do it. It's fine. It's totally safe. Damn it. Okay. Could almost play Uro, but I can't. Might as well just fire this Ashiok into whatever counter they have. Because... yeah. I wonder if this means they have another counterbalance in hand. They're not going to let it resolve. There's no way. Oh, they're going to go counterbounce. We're playing fast mana to play turn 1 hate. Yeah, but we've got Blood Moons and there's something different in that deck. Do we care about Chalice at a point where we've landed Karn? Yes, there are situations where that is 100% a thing we will do. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. There are some games where you need to go Karn, get Chalice on 0 against things like As Foretold or Mishra's Bauble decks, or there's a whole bunch of decks against which that is a totally reasonable play to make. So, yes, the answer is yes. Okay, so they're going to have Cryptic here. So we're going to end of turn, sack this Waterlogged Grove, and hope that that somehow is going to be good enough, because... wait, they put Archmage's Charm on top because they have 3 mana. So this is actually kind of down to the wire. We're going to have 2 cards here, plus the Uro in my graveyard. So, no idea if we can get there, but it's close. Close, close, close. Let's draw Drown in the Loch or something. Field of Ruin. That's a little late. It's a little late. All right. Okay, so 2 and 3, we recovered well after a very, very disappointing beginning of this league. So let's just pop over to the deck list for half a second. Nope. Pop over to the deck list for a half a second. So 80 card iceBURG control. This probably needs some amount of massaging before I play it again. 10 out of 10, we need to have triomes in this deck list. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove the 60 card version from my online collection. We're going to remove the 80 card version and take it back to the drawing board because there's just some structural flaws right now with the way that Modern is. We might want to do something like play not play any of these Dead of Winters in the main deck, even though I love them. It feels like there's very few decks in Modern that are trying to go wide or that I will get any kind of advantage against by playing that card. Before there was a lot more of the Gruul mid-range deck and Eldrazi-tron, which it seems like those decks have dried up a little bit right now. So we need a little bit more game against the Scapeshift deck, I think, because that is like a pretty good Predator. Actually, it's funny. We should have a really good matchup there, so maybe that was a bit anomalous.